It's good to be back. At least I think it's good. Yeah, it's good to be back. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Linnea and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And today is sort of a print-on-demand update. Basically, what have I been doing in the past 2 weeks being away from YouTube? So on the 7th of this month, on Monday, I announced going on a break for 2 weeks, from Monday till Monday. And I told you guys goodbye with a video of how I make cool clip art using one of my favorite Skillshare classes. It was a cute little llama and I'm I still think it's one of my best designs. And I actually ordered that design on a tote bag from Printful, and of course we'll update you guys when that comes in. But on that date, when I told you guys that I'm leaving, something happened and I posted a video the next day as well. There has been several influencers that I follow, not specifically in the print-on-demand niche or even anything related to business, even just, YouTubers about lifestyle, about travel, that have been trying to help support Ukraine and this war that's been going on. And I'm not going to be political. I don't blame anyone from Russia. I don't blame anyone from Ukraine. Wars are being held by governments and not by people. So we help whoever we can. And there has been this trend, I guess, of people going into Etsy stores that sell printable items of Ukrainians and purchasing for them. So there was a video about that one day after I decided to take the break, because that is something that I did as well. And it's also a part of the update of what I've been doing in the past 2 weeks, because I took a break for 2 weeks to basically focus on my goals for the month of March and for my goals for the month of April. There has been a channel that I've been following for quite some time. It's called Channel Makers by Nathan, and he basically talks, about YouTubers, like give tips on YouTube and other things like that. And I think it was a few months ago that he took a month break for mental purposes, as well as an experiment to see what happens to your YouTube channel if you just don't go in for a month. He took a full break, not answering comments, just uploading like polls and surveys and asking questions, and came back with results and talked about what are you supposed to do in that month break. And it came right on time for me to see his video of coming back, as he said something that really resonated with me, that he actually took the break from YouTube to not take a break from YouTube, because on that time that he was on a break, he actually made videos. It's really, really nice to take breaks from uploading content if you want to make like big videos. And for me, that was exactly what I needed to hear, because there are a lot of videos that I want to do in this channel. For example, a full Zazzle look into tutorial that I know are going to take me a long time. So it's perfect to do it on the break, right? So the break was initially planned to ease up a little bit, upload some designs, focus on my own print on demand, as well as pre-record for YouTube, which I have not done. I mean, I have not pre-recorded anything for YouTube. I haven't done any videos for the next few days. I'm just going to wing it and go along with what I wanted to do. We're also moving apartments in the next few days, so that's going to be adding up to the pile of to-do lists. But I haven't recorded anything because I have been doing a lot of other things, and I would love to share them with you guys, because I feel like I can share everything with you guys, which is kind of dumb, saying it to a camera in a living room alone. But I do feel like a certain way when I talk to you guys, and I kind of missed you. I have been spending the break talking to a lot of viewers of this channel, one-on-one conversations, and trying to see, if I can help deeper in some of your issues. And there have been a lot of conversations that have more been into the personal aspect, whether it's, people who are afraid of the war that's been going on right now and just want to talk to somebody, or even other chronically ill patients with either PTSD, back pains, coccyx injuries, fibromyalgia, which I have them all, yeah. And it's been amazing, but I did miss you guys a lot. I also posted a lot of polls in this channel throughout this break. Like, what are you guys more interested in? Where are you guys selling? What are you doing on the weekends? Are you working? Are you spending time with your family? And I'm using these polls to basically know what kind of content you guys want. Also, you can comment on this video if you have any requests for videos, things you want me to focus more on, platforms you want me to focus on more, or if you want me to test out more products. because I have been ordering a lot of products from different suppliers. There is one company that I'm expecting a delivery from for, I think was like 10 or 8 products, and I'm expecting a delivery to arrive in the next few days to be reviewed in this channel in a series of videos. There was also another company that I was expecting products from, which is called Printailor, and if you haven't seen my video from this morning, Printailor is bye-bye, is no more. Apparently they closed. It's gonna be funny if I'm gonna get all my products and then like, hey, do you want to see print-on-demand products that don't exist anymore? But I hope that all is well with the people behind Printailor and that everything is fine. It's been like really shocking to wake up to this and kind of delayed what I wanted to do today, which is really share with you guys what I've been doing on this break. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I like to write things down, whether it's to write things down in my journal books or to literally write down what I did every single day since I've been on this break. And no, I'm not gonna read to you like everything that I did, but I'm gonna sort of divide it into certain highlights. Highlight number 1, helping other creative people. And I got a chance to sit around with some of my friends to help them with what they want to do, whether it's consulting, whether it's showing them stuff around. And I think that the funniest of all would be my friend Michelle, because she was like telling me, hey, you know, can I swing by? I really want to do Printful and Shopify, and let's do it together. And I'm like, yeah, of course, do it. Like, come on. I'm on a break, mi casa es su casa. It was kind of fun, especially the first 30 minutes when she was downstairs with my boyfriend because she couldn't park her car, because if you don't have a 4x4 you can't park your car and vans go in the winter. Her dog didn't seem to mind at all. He was just splashing on like piles of snow. But in any case, we sat down here and for 2 hours we were working on Printful and Shopify integration. And it's funny to see this because it sort of shows all the main hassle points or all the main problems that a lot of people have encountered. And for example, a lot of people don't know that if your Shopify store is on a certain currency and your Printful store is on another currency, as well as with Etsy, when you set up a price for something on Printful and then take it into your Shopify store, then everything is fine. The currency converts and everything is super dandy. But I remember from a few years ago when I was doing dainty mugs on Etsy and I was selling mugs with Printful, that if I go back into Printful to edit a product that was already on Etsy and try to change the price, things sort of mess up. Even like going back and opening that product again, it changes whatever I have in my store in my currency to be the exact same amount in dollars, not the equivalent amount. I mean, if I was pricing something at that time that was like $15 and it would have been on my Etsy store for like 47 shekels, then once I go back to Printful, it's $47. So the first problem that we saw with Michelle's store is that she opened her Shopify store in pounds and her Printful account in dollars. So we actually disconnected Printful, changed her Shopify settings, and then reintroduced Printful into her Shopify apps. And then came up the world of problems that is selling print on demand with a supplier and a store, because I was talking to her about, you need like a business PayPal account, and you need to choose a credit card where you'll be paying for all the merchandise to Printful if someone orders, plus doing all the customer support. And this was going on, like this conversation was pretty much after like designing some stuff and looking at some stuff. And I also showed her a bunch of the stuff that we had here in the house. And yes, there's going to be like another big Printful t-shirt video, because I think I have like 7 t-shirts here to review of Printful, and also like some quirky and funny niches. But it turns out that she was just saying, I don't want to do this. It turns out that she was just looking at it. She was like, I don't want to do this. This is so complicated. Like, this is print on demand. It should be easy. I just want to take a brand that I'm supporting, something that I love, something that I want to get branded, that I want to get the word out of there, that's going to have its own, like, it has its own thing. I just want to have the option to sell merch. And we were also looking at the other print-on-demand marketplaces, like Redbubble, TeePublic, Society6. You could just log in and you're not going to be charged with anything, and you're not going to have to give customer support, but it's going to be inside a volume of other stuff, which is not really good for a brand. And I was like, you know what? How many products do you want to upload? Because Teespring or Spring or whatever they're calling themselves might be just perfect for this because Teespring basically gives you a marketplace in terms of the process. So if someone orders from you, they're actually paying Teespring and you're going to get commission. So you don't have to, bill your credit card, explain to your bank why you're being billed so many times or have a credit limit or deal with all this money transfer with you. And you also don't have to give customer support, which can be really perfect. The only problem with Teespring Spring is the fact that it's very limited. You don't really have a shop design. There is no about us section. You don't have a blog. It's not something you can really control. But for someone who's just starting out, they already have a brand, they just want to find a quick way to put in merchandise, that is actually a pretty good solution. So we checked out Teespring and then she went home and her shop is being built in the last few days. I'm kind of keen on ordering some stuff from her shop because she's designing some really, really cool stuff relating into snow and skiing and snowboarding. So I really like her brand, like the entire identity of her brand. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna order stuff. I also told her like, hey, dude, if you want to order stuff and you want to model, I'm game. And the minute she left, I remember thinking, maybe I want to do something with Teespring. It wasn't even on my list. I was looking into Teespring a while back and I didn't really know if I want to do anything with them. And I don't know if you guys know, but Teespring has a connection to YouTube. Like you can literally have your merchandise from Teespring under each and every YouTube video, which I cannot have because apparently you need 10,000 subscribers that are located in the United States in order to integrate that. But I wasn't really thinking about this in terms of merch for the channel. I was more thinking about this maybe with my new style of art. Maybe that could work because I really don't want to deal with credit card processing and payments and stuff like that. But if I can just do it with Teespring, that would be nice. Even if I have a limited connection, I just want to see if I can sell some of my own stuff. The stuff that I'm uploading onto InPRNT. By the way, if you don't know what InPRNT is, there was a video about InPRNT, so you can go ahead and check it out. But I just want to see, maybe this will be my designated thing. Maybe this is something that I want to do with my spring shop. So I actually ordered a bunch of stuff. I remember calling her and I was like, dude, I hate you. I spent like $200 now and stuff from Teespring to check out their quality. So I know that a lot of people have been talking about Teespring t-shirts quality, but I ordered some canvases, and I think it was like a canvas, a framed print, another print, and I think like a tote bag and pillows. They actually have really cool pillows that you can design both sides of the pillow, like different sides. It's actually kind of cool. So I ordered that and it sort of opened me up to a whole different idea. But again, I'm not running on anything with Teespring until I get the products and see that they come in good quality. I also helped other creatives along the way, but the thing with Michelle kind of felt like a story that would fit you guys, the lessons or what to do or what not to do. And yes, if you're interested in Teespring, please let me know. I would love to make a tutorial about this. I have not connected my own domain yet. And if the products come in good quality, I probably will. So let me know if you want me to make a tutorial, how to connect your own domain and all that. But Teespring wasn't even on my radar because what I had on my radar and goals for the month of March was TeePublic, Zazzle, and Society6, which I didn't do. Oh my God, it's like I'm bringing monthly goals in the middle of the month again and facing the fact that I didn't achieve these goals. But what I did manage to do was to actually decide on my 10 collections for TeePublic, and there will be a video about that because I want to share with you guys all of my 10 collections as well as explain why I chose each collection. Not for you guys to say, these are the best collections in the world, we're going to choose them too. But maybe if I explain like why I chose these collections, it's going to help you to figure out what you want to sell on TeePublic. And that is kind of a video that I'm looking forward to. And I started uploading some other designs and also sort of arranging designs that I do from time to time. I do a lot of designs throughout tutorials. I don't always use all of them. Sometimes I put them on a different platform. Sometimes I just leave them on Canva. So I really want to try out, to look over Canva and just go through all of these things. It's one of the things that I've been doing on this break. I wanted to organize my computer. I wanted to organize the files on my phone and also organize Canva. And I think organized Canva. My computer and my phone are a different type of headache. Society6, I did nothing. Zazzle, I did nothing. You know what the funny part? I designed so many seamless patterns for Zazzle wallpaper for Easter and didn't upload any of them. And now in mind, I'm like, hey, Jewish brain, when is Easter? Do I still have time to upload them? But I think that they will just pass on to the next I don't know, year or something, because my focus has really not been on that. One of the other things that I really wanted to do in this time out is to finalize mayarroyo.com and also my PayHip store for things like bundles for this channel. And I sort of did part of it. I mean, I got my own domain for the PayHip store and connected it. It was actually kind of simple. So I got maytribe.com and connected it to PayHip, and it's kind of cool. And I've been actually going over it a little bit with the bundle boxes and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. Of course, there's going to be another bundle box at the beginning of the next month. And if you don't know what a bundle box is, you can go ahead and check my video from last month. It's basically a sort of a collection of designs that I'm sharing with you guys for a symbolic price that you can use these designs for print on demand however you want. So I connected Maytribe to PayHip and I started working on it a bit more. I also want to upload some resource pages there, some planners, some ideas, things that will be like free to download PDFs and to take it away from there. It's kind of cool. But the PayHip store was not the only website I wanted to work on. Actually, the website that I wanted to work on was mayarroyo.com. So while may.arroyo is my handle on Instagram, another handle I have is meya.royo, which is pretty much putting the dot in a different place. And that's sort of my artist name. And it has its own Instagram, which I have not updated at all. And I want mayarroyo.com to actually be mayarroyo.com. And I was thinking about doing it like this was one of my goals for this break. And what I did basically was invest some money in Ocean Pro. So Ocean WP is a wonderful WordPress theme that I've been working with for years. It has a lot of different templates. But for mayarroyo, I really wanted something different, so I invested money in Ocean Pro, but also using that theme for other projects as I got Ocean Pro for 3 websites. More on that in a few minutes. And I started working on mayarroyo. There was a template that I really wanted to do, and then it had a lot of bugs in it and I couldn't fix them, and I realized I'm going to need a different template, and it sort of just fizzled from there. So it's still on my to-do list. I also wanted to finalize my tarot deck to order my own tarot cards. I ended up not doing that, but sort of designing a different tarot deck and making an order from a different website. Again, for a video for this channel, how to make and sell your own tarot cards. There are going to be 2 parts for that, part 1 and part 2. And part 1 hopefully will be in the beginning of next month. And part 2 will go live when I finally get both of the tarot decks that I will order from 2 different suppliers. I also wanted to take more Skillshare courses for, trying to improve my Procreate skills, or even check out some marketing courses for you guys. And yeah, I did not do that. I feel so dumb. Literally saying in these videos, hey, I haven't done that as well. So pretty much a lot of the things that I wanted to do, I didn't do this month. And there are 2 main reasons for that. The first reason is the whole situation in Ukraine. And this is nothing political, but as a veteran with PTSD, just knowing that there is combat and missiles and all that stuff around the world, I have not been sleeping well. I don't know. It's like I've been classically awake at night between, like 1 and 5, just trying to fall asleep, which is really hard because, I can't really go out and take a walk or chillax or sit in the balcony because it was like minus 14 degrees at some point a few days ago. And it's been really a struggle. I read in an Israeli website that there has been a rise of 80% of veterans calling hotlines and thinking that they have PTSD. And all because just looking at the news brings everything back to you. And I haven't been sleeping well. I had a bit of seizures more, I guess. I've been kind of all over the place, either, sad or just, I get really excited about doing something. And then if it doesn't go right for like a second, then I'm totally, I don't know, down for the rest of the day. Like I would try to do something, and if it doesn't work out in 5 minutes, like the thing with the template for mayarroyo.com, I think it like took 2 days of me. Just, this didn't work out, so yeah, I'm not working now. Which is fine. I mean, no one's forcing me to work. I could also have not made videos today. I know you guys don't mind, but I felt like I was past it. I felt like in the past year almost since I've been in Bansko and changing, my atmosphere, and then with the coccyx injury and then recovering sort of, I felt like I was getting better in terms of my PTSD, and I think it all brought it back. And again, this is nothing political. If you are Russian or Ukrainian, I don't hate any of you. I have a lot of Russian friends and a lot of Ukrainian friends, mostly people who were born when it was still the USSR, and then around 92 and 93, after they were already separated into different countries, they moved to Israel with their families. So I grew up with a lot of Russian and Ukrainian friends, and I think that this whole thing just I don't know if also it's like the veteran paranoia, but I'm in Bulgaria and I thought that I was the only paranoid person not feeling safe here. But a lot of my expat friends have been voicing out, yeah, we're safe here, but if something's gonna happen, then we're taking the car and we're fleeing to Greece and going from there. So it's been rather stressful. And about a week ago, I was watching again another video by Nathan from Channel Makers, where he was talking about whether or not people should make videos now, because a lot of people have been asking him, like, what's the point? And a lot of people have been saying that because of the war, because of everything that's going on, they have less views. And he said, like, it could be because of less views, but it could also be because you might think that your content is not important. I mean, maybe there are more important things to deal with. Maybe your viewers don't really care about this right now. Like, why would I even make content when the world is so overly complicated with that now? And he said something that really resonated with me. He said that if you feel like you make people laugh or you give people a certain connection, then you should definitely continue posting on YouTube, because while a lot of people wouldn't want to deal with anything else but the war, a lot of people are looking for something else but the war. And I remember feeling so confused, and I was crying that entire day. And I was just like, I felt like I actually missed you guys in a way. Like, and I remember thinking about this topic, and I don't know how, but I was checking out my Instagram inbox, and someone sent me that she wished I wasn't on a break because watching my videos takes her mind off of what's going on. And I think that made me feel a bit better, I think, in a way. So again, for all of you who think that it's not relevant to make videos right now, I mean, we all make our choices. So my choice is to continue making videos. I might make less because I am so emotionally drained. And again, we are moving in on the 25th, so that's 4 days from today. We are staying currently in a different apartment than what I've lived through the entire time that I was in Bansko. We've been here for 2 months, and we're going back to the same complex that we lived in from before. So it's gonna be few, like, I mean, like, literally, we're moving in a very small village, and my boyfriend is gonna pretty much like lift everything, but just the move and the stress and the hassle. So it's going to take a few days for me, including the fact that I have less days to begin with because of the good stuff. And the second reason, which is other things that I've been doing that were not on my original list. Okay, so one of the things that was on my original list, but I haven't mentioned so far, is because it's not really my business. Sort of, we call it a we, but my boyfriend is trying to set up a WooCommerce store to sell jigsaw puzzles. Of course. We have so many puzzles in the house. You have no idea. I'm literally recording this, and the thing that lifts the stand of my phone is like 2 boxes of Castellan puzzles. So we've been working on his store, which was the biggest WordPress challenge for me since, I don't know, like, I've been doing WordPress for, I think, 10 years now, and it's been the biggest challenge for me, not just because it's WooCommerce and I haven't done WooCommerce in a year, but it's because it's in Slovak. And I think it's teaching me Slovak a little bit because I refuse to change the admin system into English. I want to stick with Slovak and try to see, from memory where everything is on WordPress. But it's kind of funny because, like, I've been editing something with Elementor and I'm like yelling at him, hey, what is this word means? I feel like I'm having a stroke every time I'm trying to say one of the words in Slovak. And we've been working on his store, and it's been actually fun. I've actually made some seamless patterns for some of the backgrounds of the store, and like editing some cool stuff using Canva with the branding and all that. So it's been kind of fun. And we also started a new semi-tradition or habit. I don't know what to call it, but there's like amazing sun in the morning here. I mean, like, a few days ago, like, if you go outside to the balcony at like 9 o'clock in the morning, it's like -8 degrees. But because of the sun, you can like, it's really nice to sit out. I know, it sounds weird. But like when it's 5 degrees and no sun, you want to die because it's very cold. But when it's -8 and there is sun, then it's fine. Huh? Go figure. So we've been spending a lot of our mornings just sitting in the balcony with, my coffee, his tea, and discussing stuff and bringing up ideas. Some of these ideas are for other websites like online free jigsaw puzzles, which he actually made a plugin that works. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was talking about launching Miss Jigsaw, which is a website about jigsaw puzzles. And I really wanted to do like an embed code from Jigsaw Planet that people can go into my website and play free online jigsaw puzzles. And it's completely legal. I mean, it's a code that basically takes a puzzle from Jigsaw Planet and puts it on my website. The problem is people can still click and go to Jigsaw Planet, and it's not going to be the best way to promote my own art or to keep people on my platform. And everything that I want to upload, I basically have to upload it to Jigsaw Planet. And so he bought code and made a jigsaw plugin. Like he built the option to create jigsaw puzzles online, and we're sort of perfecting it right now. He's using it for a Slovak website about free jigsaw puzzles with photography and cool stuff from Slovakia and from Bansko. And I'm gonna give I'm giving like the UI UX advice as a person who is very much an expert in making puzzles online. And we've been like trying to perfect it, and I'm pretty much thinking about using it as well. So that's on the side burner. Also, I was thinking about trying a project for coloring pages, but in Slovak. I mean, one of the things that I remember telling you guys about was the way to sell printables is by giving away free stuff. And the easiest example would be coloring pages, because you could literally give free coloring pages that are, stuff from Canva or from Pixabay, just give them away for free, but make your own books to sell. Like the things that you make, you can sell, and other stuff that are free for anyone, you just promote them on your website for free as well. And I was thinking to try out how does that work if I take it to a different language. I mean, a lot of people turn into the English market, especially if you speak English, thinking that, people from the United States, from Canada, from Australia, from the UK, most of these, English-speaking countries will have more money to pay than, cheaper countries or countries that don't speak English. But the truth is that if you speak French, if you speak Lithuanian, if you speak Arabic, if you speak Spanish, you can still have an audience. And the fact is that because there are so many more people selling these things, well, pretty much anything online in English, if you sell something in a different language, you might have less audience than in English, but you might have less competition as well. So this is something that we also were trying to figure out. We actually got a domain, an sk.sk domain for that. And that domain was installed with the other Ocean WP Pro theme that I got to basically create a free website for coloring pages that you can also purchase my coloring books. And I thought it would be nice to check it out in Slovak. Again, building another website in a language that I don't understand. Seriously, I need to do like more WordPress in Slovak before I go to sleep because it makes my brain so tired. There are other things that we've been working on. We've been trying to also work on some apps, mostly like app ideas. I'm the furthest thing away from an app developer. This is more what he does, but in terms of ideas, I think I live more in an app world and stuff like that. And I really like to do like characteristics of an app, like break down what an app should do and come up with ideas. So this has also been something that we've been discussing a lot, and there might be an app relevant for you guys that we're gonna make. Hopefully you like it. So basically in the past few weeks, if I want to sum it up, I was very not into my own print on demand in terms of uploading stuff. I did finalize my collections and niches on TeePublic, and one of them is in Hebrew, believe it or not. And I have been creating more. I've been like painting a lot more with my iPad, as well as went to a paint class with YouTuber and artist Christy O'Connor. She has paint classes every week on the co-living here in Bansko, and also been painting a little bit at home, sort of a way to relieve stress, mostly at night if I can't sleep. And I have been doing a lot of these artistic stuff, just not in the way that I thought that I would. I've also been taking a lot of me time due to all of the stress. Also, like, I think my body is kind of, I don't know, feeling the constant cold effects, which are really bad for my body. So this has been also kind of hard, but I also did a lot of back orders to test out different other suppliers like Teespring and really think where I want to take my business. I have been designing more than uploading, definitely. But I see that changing in the last few days with the decision to change with TeePublic, and this will change the minute I get more products from Teespring and see if I'm going to take my artistic acrylic style to a Teespring shop or if I'm going to keep it on InPRNT. So I'm kind of waiting for these products so that I can be sure. And again, working on a lot of other things, whether it's helping my friends who are here and doing similar project or artistic projects, or staying home, working on 2 websites in the Slovak language, and possibly also one of my own, and a little bit on mayaroya.com and maytribe.com, which is now my PayHip store. And I have been thinking about my Etsy store. I've been thinking about making something that would be more a printable version of the things that I'm doing. I'm not sure what kind of size I want to sell them. Maybe I want to do something simple. Maybe I just want to go back to doing greeting cards. I really like doing printable greeting cards. Maybe there's a reason why the video I did about printable greeting cards is the best and most watched video in this channel, because it was something that I was so passionate about. And I'm seriously thinking of getting back to that. So that might be what is going to be taking over in my Etsy shop. There has also been one more thing that I didn't tell you guys that I've been doing or in the pipeline in the past few weeks. Now, I really feel like I need to explain this to you guys, and I hope that if you've been following my channel for a while, then you'll understand why. I mentioned several times that I'm not going to make courses. I don't want to make courses on print on demand. Like, I don't want to start my videos with, hey, go and buy my course. Mostly because I think that I don't even know what to put on a print on demand course. What supplier? With Etsy, with Shopify, there are so many platforms where you can do print on demand, and this information also changes a lot. I do like to do these videos for you guys. I really do, and I was thinking about doing exclusive content for a while, but I wasn't really sure. And right when I was approaching this 2 weeks break from YouTube, I was contacted by Creative Fabrica to do classes on their platform. Now, if you don't know Creative Fabrica, how is that even possible? Creative Fabrica is a huge marketplace for a lot of fonts and graphics for print on demand, for commercial purposes. And they also have a lot of other stuff like sewing patterns and things for people who do crochet or do any kinds of crafts. And it's a really, really nice platform. And they actually started a classes category. And in it, there's like a bunch of classes. The thing is, if you have the all access pass, as of now, the classes are included with your all access membership. So you can go ahead and watch any of them. I think I saw some classes about marketing there. There are also a lot of classes for hobbies, for DIY projects. And I think I might take some of them as well, not just Skillshare, because, you know, I'm a paying member of Creative Fabrica myself. But Creative Fabrica approached me to make classes for them. And this was something that I almost immediately replied, no, never, because I'm really against courses. But Creative Fabrica was my first business connection when I started this channel, when I had almost no subscribers, when I had just, you know, very bad lighting and very bad sound and very bad computer and very bad phone. And Linnea from Creative Fabrica, who was actually on this channel, she really made me feel good about myself. I remember she was one of the first people in my life, even though I haven't met her, to believe in me. Like, she was talking about, like, I was literally like, why would you guys want to work with me then? I mean, nobody follows me. I don't have as many followers. And I remember that she said that I might not have a lot of subscribers, but I'm just getting started and people are really engaging in the comments. Seriously, guys, you brought all my collaborations with Creative Fabrica for me just by being so proactive and commenting and being, you know, interested in the content and actually engaging in the content, which has been amazing. And someone else saw it. And I remembered that when I was approaching the whole course class making. And then there were 2 other factors that came into play whether or not to do this. The first one was the fact that I am being hired by Creative Fabrica to provide them with a video, and they can do whatever they want with it. I'm not going to use that video of that course in any other platform, and I'm not going to get paid if you guys watch it. So if you go to Creative Fabrica and you watch 20 classes of other teachers or watch my class, this is not going to affect anything. And this is something that I really wanted to put out there and be frank with you guys about, because I don't want you to think that I'll be promoting something of mine. Hey, go buy this because it's mine. I have a big resentment to a lot of online coaches that use free content on YouTube just to sell their own course. So that was a second factor within this decision. And the third was the fact that Creative Fabrica is a database about so many other things, and the layout of their courses is not a course. It's not like you're taking a 17-hour all-inclusive course that will take you from zero to hero or whatever. It's not like make $5,000 a month if you follow my secret method of making money with Print on Demand. No, it's specific classes that are on specific topics, and they're like 30, 40 minutes long. And after thinking about it and also consulting Christy, which helped me a lot, and I think she just knows me and she knows what my hangups would have been for this kind of thing. And she also does some courses on her own. So just to know that there is someone I can talk to really helped, because making classes, even, one class, is very different than filming this video right now. Like, I have to cut it in the middle, like to cut the video in specific parts. I have to remember what I'm saying. I can't really go like, oh yeah, by the way, 20 minutes ago I was talking about something. No, this can't be. It's just with you guys. And I was really nervous about that. But she, as well as my connection to Creative Fabrica and my deep affection to the amazing group of women who work there, made me say yes. And if you go into Creative Fabrica right now, you're going to see my first class already live. And as I said, the content on Creative Fabrica will not be on this channel or in our group or anywhere. But as of now, this content is free to watch on the Creative Fabrica website if you enroll, if you have the All Access membership. And if you don't have the All Access Pass for Creative Fabrica, there is a link down below in the description for your first month for $1 and then 35% discount for the rest of your membership, which is bigger than our normal discount. And I will be talking about that more and more about what you can find on Creative Fabrica in the next few days. I think that there were a lot more things that I wanted to say, even though I kind of feel like I've said almost nothing because I just wanted to talk to you guys. And there has really been a lot that has been going on. I can't even explain. Like, I say stuff like, hey, starting a website, but you have no idea how much thought. I mean, maybe you do, but like, hey, let's start a website about this topic, and developing that topic and getting a domain in Slovakia and installing WordPress and searching through themes and templates for hours, and then figuring out WordPress in Slovak. Which is kind of like, it's the exact same WordPress, but it's confusing because I can't read it. And trying to come up with ideas for things, and also trying to actually be organized and productive when you have so much mess in your head and your body hurts all the time. So in many ways, these 2 weeks have not been productive. I didn't do what I set out to do at all. I was distracted by other things. I don't feel rested. But on the other hand, I had so many new ideas that I don't think that I would have time for these ideas if I was still recording for YouTube every day. I was working on other connections with other platforms, and more on that as they unfold. And I'm really excited about this Creative Fabrica collaboration. This has been awesome. And also, ordering more stuff and working on some art. And while I don't feel rested in those 2 weeks, I do feel happy to be back. So maybe that's the point of it all. Who knows? I don't think I have much more to say. This is like early noon right now. And this has been shown as a live premiere with a live chat. And I'm kind of interested, seeing who signed up, who said hello. And I just want you to know, I don't know who was on this chat this entire time, but I really missed you guys. I really did. And I hope that you all are safe I really do. And I hope that you find a way in these crazy times to make art and be happy about this, because seriously, I have no idea what I would have done in a normal job in these 2 weeks. Not just in these 2 weeks, my entire life since the diagnosis of PTSD and my fiber getting worse. I don't know what I would have done in something that doesn't allow me to be creative. I really hope that it doesn't matter if you have your day job or not. I really hope that your creative side, the side that brought you to print on demand or to selling printables, is also kind of a comfort in these crazy days. And with that being said, I can't really tell you when it's going to be the next video or what it's going to be about. I'm going to wing it, I guess, and just unleash my creativity whenever I feel like talking to you guys, which is always. But that was it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching and for all of your DMs and all of your comments in the last 2 weeks. And I'm sorry that one of my biggest goals was a miss. There are still 650 comments I need to get back to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I hope you all have a beautiful start of this week. And as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!